Hi Libra, this is Jess with your March mid-month 2017 council. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Libra, I can definitely see that there was some truth serum told to some people here. It looks like some of you got really clear really quickly. Someone could have tried to communicate with you, like someone's tried to reach out to you guys, but either you gave them a what for, or they were unable to reach you altogether. Like you have either cut them out of your life, or when they did contact you again, you gave them a what for. Others of you, I feel like there was an end to a particular relationship, and now there's some new relationship. Some of you could have met a Pisces, but there's a new relationship on the men. Some of you could have recently broke up in your relationship, and there is a like I'm sorry's, apologies, that sort of thing, trying to work things out. I see here also, because I'm going to ebb and flow, guys, so go with me. It's not going to just be this compartmentalized, well, for work, and it's just going to flow as I'm saying it. So I'm also saying that there is a lot of work. You guys are working and working and working. There's a lot of developments happening. This month has gone by fast. I know it has for me, and we're going to blink and it'll be gone again. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to blink and March will be done. So, hold on to your hats. But in that, there's a lot of quick, and you guys let me know in the comments section below if you'd like to share. Have you been getting a lot of ingenious ideas, ideas coming up one after another after another? This is amazing time for you guys to pick up a recorder, use your phone, whatever you have at the ready, and whenever you have these ideas, write them down, take a note, text it to yourself, email it to yourself, record it, do something so that you'll have those ideas. You need to start to work toward them too, because the action that you put behind the thoughts that come up will yield you great possibilities of income, and really can set you up for life. Now, for those of you who are looking for work, definitely get out there and start to put your resumes out. I feel like as soon as you make the intention, you'll be surprised at how quickly you'll hear back from people, and jobs will be coming at you so quickly. So get out there and really start to put your resumes out. A lot of you are starting to hear back from a lot of jobs too. One, in fact, that probably is pushing the pedal to the metal. So some of you are now taking on, 3 jobs. You may be working a business, have a part-time job, a full-time job. You may be taking on extra hours at work, and also, starting your own business, and you're a mom, that sort of thing. But there's a lot of work to be had this month. And it's really making you guys like putting money in the bank. So money shouldn't be a problem for a lot of you. But again, it doesn't come without a lot of hard work. I feel like you may be hearing one opportunity after another to obtain money. But again, I'm getting more of like ideas, communication, thoughts, even in communicating with others, and just having a regular talk with a friend, a family member, coworker, that sort of thing. You may come up with this idea that can be an ingenious idea that really can set you up. Now, again, even that won't be without a lot of work and effort put in place on your part, but it really can set you up. So guys, definitely take this time to focus on self. Take this time to manifest the things that you want, because again, these ideas aren't coming by chance. They're there to help spark a new direction in your life and to gain you this abundance. And since Jupiter is in your sign, it is a very I believe Jupiter is retrograde right now, but you guys will have to look into that to confirm. But this could be the slowdown that you need to kind of put the plans in place in order for things to really start to manifest really well once it starts to go direct, if it's still in your sign. I do see that there is a element of peace that some of you are like. I do see a lot of hard work. This hard work is bringing you abundance. Work, communication, a lot of things are going really quickly, but there's an inner peace. You know what I mean? It's like you're working hard. A lot of things are going on. The day seems to end before you can blink, but there's still a level of peace that I'm seeing here. One that could be coming from the fact that you may have really good rapport right now in the workplace. There may be a little bit of peace at the workplace. You may have become really close with a particular person at the workplace. They may be a really great relationship that you're formulating with a particular mate. And when I say mate, meaning coworker. So there can be a really great project that you're on with a particular person. At the workplace, I do see that there could be a possibility of promotion for some of you guys. Absolutely. And, but the promotion may come, if you're looking for a promotion, it may not be very clear about when you're going to be able to start or when they're going to make the position available, that sort of thing. But there will still be an opportunity for you to have that. Now, I see here that as we get closer to the end of March, there may be something going on, and it seems so disjointed from the rest of everything that's been going on here that I'm seeing. There can be a needing to part from someone, something. So you may be deciding to leave one opportunity at the workplace and move on to something different. I do see here that a lot of you guys, I say a lot, but there's opportunity here for you to start something new, meaning a new business. I see a lot of new job opportunities here. So at the end of the month or within the next 3 weeks or 3 months, some of you will be leaving your job and moving on to something. And this is not anything hard to deal with. It would just be a moving on from one place to another, because maybe where you're working now, it's just too much to deal with. You may have to let go one of these 3 things that you're doing. So if you have, a full-time job, you're starting your own business, maybe you got a part-time job, or maybe you were working part-time, now you're working full-time, you're starting your business, or you're starting your business and it's doing really well. You start a full-time job, it's going really well, you're making a lot of money. Now you can say, okay, I'm going to leave I'm going to let go of one of these things because it's too much to deal with, and I'm already establishing myself on a financial level with the 2 things that I'm doing. So there's some element of leaving one thing behind because there's a security there with two things that you have and you'll be focusing on. There may be some opportunity from your past that comes back. You may hear of an old manager, old job that is available, and you may find out really quickly. Like you can look and say, "Oh, such and such is hiring. I want to go back there." Someone could say, "Hey, this position is open. I don't know if you want to come back." Whatever. You may hear it from a friend or that sort of thing. If someone may give you a tip about a particular position, and before you know it, it's like you put your resume in today, you get some type of response later on that day. You may set up an interview by, within the week, and may get an offer by week's end or the top of the next week. Like things are going to literally go that quickly for you. So whatever intentions you're setting out, whatever actions you guys are putting forth this month, expect communication and things to develop quickly. Nothing is going to drag out. It's going to be a lot of quick developments going on, and we're going into the season of Aries. So of course that's also works in tandem with that fast-paced things developing really quickly. As it relates to just monies, like I said, money looks really good for a lot of you guys, and you're at a sense of peace. There's an element of you having, I just get this overwhelming feeling of calm and peace because you work hard, you get paid for what you do. And I feel like within the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks to 2 months or 3 months, there's going to be an even more establishing of your financials that you'll really be you'll be in an even more comfortable space. Now, as it relates to love, I do see that there could be a lot of communications between you and your mate, a lot of trips some of you are taking. But I just see overall a lot of communication between you and someone. Maybe it's just a lot of communication because this person could be away from you. This person could be working and you guys aren't physically around each other. So they're away at work and you're home and your mate could be away from you. And, there's a lot of communications and there's a lot of plans that's being made. You may be making plans to take a trip with your mate. Like, they're working a lot of hours. They may not even be at a distance. Some of them may have be at a distance from you, but there's just the physical element isn't there because the person is always working or you're always working. But I feel like it's more the reverse, particularly if you're dealing with a fire sign. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it's just somebody that's very physical. They work a lot. They may take on a couple of jobs, or their hours, maybe 16 hours a day, that sort of thing. Someone is working a lot. I feel like the person communicates with you over the phone. So there's a lot of communicating to try to compensate for not having that physical time. And because of it, there may be a communication of like, let's take a trip. Let's go someplace. And there may be some unclearness as to when can you take the trip, if you can take the trip, if you'll ever even take the trip. Because again, there may be a lot of having to work, but I do see that eventually there will be a being able to take a trip, or your mate may even find that they have to travel again. So if you're dealing with a mate that travels, or you may find yourself that you have to travel and you're saying, oh, all I want to do is just, get away for a minute and kind of relax and relate and release. You may find that down the line, you have to get back to that grind of traveling, that sort of thing. So I do see that although you are connected with someone, there's a lot of working going on that kind of like, I feel, separates you guys right now. However, the reality is that you guys really do have a very strong connection, one that is a spiritually, like a soulmate, spirit-based connection. It's bigger than, like people say, it's bigger than this thing here. It's degrees to this thing. So this could very well be your husband, a very significant relationship that you have with this person, and everyone knows their roles, and you kind of accept it for what it is. This person may just work a lot and you're an at-home person, or you work from home, you know what I mean? Or it could be vice versa. You work a lot and they're at home, but someone has like more of a strenuous schedule than the other person, albeit I feel like you both are doing well in your own right. There is a lot of this person could be starting something new. Okay, this person could be starting something new. Something could be coming about. This person could have just started a new job, and because of it, it requires for them to, put in a lot more hours, or maybe during a heavy season, that sort of thing. But I do see that there is a lot of patience that kind of needs to be given with this relationship. You need to be patient with your mate to accept the fact that they're away from you right now. I do feel like you guys will be coming together. There is love at the base of this thing. So there is a very strong love foundation there. And I feel like you guys need to incorporate more of a spiritual connection with one another. So when you have those moments together, make it count. Make it count. I do feel like there's going to be some making up, if you will. But it looks like toward the end of the month, there may be, yet again, having to deal with a separation that's going to come up between you and your mate. Maybe just really missing that person. I'm not necessarily seeing breakup, although there can be a breakup that some of you are dealing with, and I'll deal with that in a separate topic. But for those of you that isn't something solid with your mate, and they may just be away or working so much that you're not around each other, I feel like you guys are gonna, when you have that moment to kind of reunite, if you will, and the person isn't working as much, you guys will make up for lost time. And I feel like it will strengthen the relationship if you can just, again, have the patience and understand that, your relationship is stronger than, this time that you're dealing with this person not being there. And, excuse me. However, I do see that there's going to be there could be some disappointment here, or there can be, again, some time apart from each other again coming up as soon as 3 months from now or 3 weeks from now. Some of you might be dealing with that too. As we get closer to April, there can be, again, in a very mundane sense, some separation. You may also be dealing with, for some of you, there could be a relationship that you're in with a particular person, and they may be hiding something. It could be some things that you really don't know that is going on, that is being hidden from you. And there may be some type of breakup. It may be an end to a relationship with a particular person as we get closer to the end of March. I'm not necessarily seeing 100%, I'm seeing more separation, guys, than I'm seeing breakup and heartache and pain, because you have a lot of really good cards. This lone card to me really does significate more of a separation, because it does feel very isolated. He's isolated, you're isolated, or she's isolated, and you're isolated. But I do see some isolation, and it's kind of, you're very much a couple, but there is, because of external circumstances, you're working, their position, that sort of thing is kind of keeping you apart from one another. And that may bring some disappointment. I'm not seeing a certain heartache. I'm seeing disappointment. You may even hear back. And also I wanted to say that you guys may hear from an earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This person doesn't have to be under that sign, but someone who is established, someone is very, gives off a very strong, secure way about themselves. You may have not spoken to this person in 2 years, 2 months, 2 weeks. There may be someone maybe trying to come back into your life, trying to come back into your life, because there's definitely somebody trying to come back. Somebody's trying to come back of an earth sign, that there's been a separation again for 3 months, 3 years, or 2 months, 2 years, or they've been trying to reach out to you. So it could be this very same person, going back to the beginning of the video, that's been trying, or you may have God given them a want for, and now all of a sudden here they are coming back, because there was a very strong spiritual bond between you and this person. But they haven't been very forthcoming, and they were hiding some things in the past from you. And they will be trying to come back again. Okay. Perhaps trying to make some promises, or trying to show you that, hey, you know, you mean so much to me.